Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Luke and Friends. Stay tuned. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Luke and Friends. And today we're going to talk about one of the recipes involving, in dealing with juicing. So many of you were like, hey, why are we jumping from keto to juicing? Because I want this to be open range. So the book that I'm using today is one of my good books called Juicing for Beginners. This is the essential guide to juicing recipes and juicing for weight loss. So I want everyone to look. And I got both cameras going on. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you get the word out. Let people look at what's going on. Let everyone know that we're live. Before we start, please turn down your TV, music, in your kids into the room. I want to get into it before I just jump into this juicing, because juicing with this particular juicer is a Hamilton Beach. This is a fast juicer. This is a centrifuge juicer, I call it, because it's going to cut this very quick. Now what I'm making here is very good. I just got finished going through a workout at the gym, about 2 hours, still pumped up, still hyped, and it's like 9:38 p.m. here in the before we do, again, this book right here, I will drop a link in later on, probably in the next 12 hours or so, showing you where you can get this book at. But this book is pretty good. This book goes in details, not just with recipes, but it explains exactly what's going on. One of the juices that I love to make is one of my best ones. It's a beet juice. And this beet juice is pretty good, but today we're not going to make a beet juice. We're going to go for a calming juice here. The reason for a calming juice, if you've been stressed out and you're trying to figure out why you're just jumpy or whatnot, this is the juice to use. It's a calming carrot juice, and the servings is going to be about 2 servings. So with the carrot juice, it's just what you need to help you relax after a long, stressful day. The vitamins and the minerals and the ingredients will help your body to recharge and refuel. And you need that, before going into the next day, guys. It's the next thing you want to do. Now, some people use a blender. I'm not using a blender. I'm using a juicer. I have my blender behind me, but, that's another thing right there. So before we go into this, I want to talk about each one of these elements that we're going to put in. So what you're going to need is 6 medium carrots, 2 large stalks of celery, and 1 small orange, or you can use 2 tangerines. I got 2 tangerines here ready to go, and push this stuff over to the sides in a way, but I want to make sure that I have that for you. And right now, guys, you're probably saying, hey, what do you got going on there? I'm making some burgers as well too, guys. Just got finished making one, just making my preset meals. And I just want to make sure that we have everything taken care of with that. But we're going to break this down with the vegetables and, everything else that we have in here. Now, I know the juice, the tangerine is not a vegetable, but I want to make sure that you understand what we have. Let's see here. I'm looking for it here on my sheet. So with celery, start with the celery. In this book, it says a very low calorie food. Celery is rich in a variety of vitamins and minerals. The content of celery helps to strengthen the joints and bones, while iron and magnesium help support blood health. Celery has been shown to help with anti-cancer properties. Now with the carrot, we have carrots. Carrots are one of the most very available vitamins, or vegetables, excuse me. They're also incredibly rich in vitamins and minerals. Carrots are a great source for vitamin A, B, C, as well as iron, calcium, potassium, and sodium. Carrots also carry beta carotene, which helps reduce the risk for cancer, cardiovascular disease, and macular degeneration. So we're going to go look at the fruits, because I do have a fruit in here. We'll go to oranges. because you know the tangerine's next door to orange. So oranges contain vitamin C, but they actually contain some other nutrients, you know, that can help you out. The fruits have been shown to help shrink tumors, prevent blood clots, help reduce inflammation. I mean, self-explanatory. You know, I love it, I love it, I love it. So guys, again, if you have not been listening, this is a Beach Hamilton juicer. It's a fast juicer. You can use a blender. A blender will keep the fiber contents with juicing. With juicing, most importantly, when you do this, some people do pure liquid diet for a few weeks. I've seen people do it for 100 days and I lost a lot of weight. I won't say that that is the right way to do. I'm not going to say it's the wrong way to do it, but you have to be cautious with that, because when you do juice, you're taking the fiber, you're taking the pulp of this carrot and you're removing the contents of the fiber in it, and you want to be cautious with that. So when you're doing this, make sure that you are taking some vitamins, you taking like something with a fiber element in it. You want to make sure you have that if you're going to go pure liquid. What I usually do, I complement what I eat with a juice, you know, replacing the sodas, you know, alcohol. I want it to be very clean. I want it to be able to actually help people out who are going through this. Again, we're going to make the carrot common juice, and I'm going to show you how good this is, and I want you to make sure that you follow along. Pull out my little book here because I want to make sure we're looking at this. And if you do have this book, let's make sure we got the page content. No, you don't even list the page number on here. Let's make sure you follow along with me, guys. So you don't have to cut with this Beach Hamilton. This is pretty wide. You see how wide this is. So that's how big this is. It's going into the hole. Now, if you have a smaller juicer, which I showed you in a previous video, then yes, you will have to cut this up in order to fit it. What you want to also do is make sure you wash off all your vegetables. I don't care if you got it from the fresh market. I don't care if it came out your garden. You want to wash your vegetables. You want to make sure that you do that, because if you get in a situation getting sick because you're getting something out the ground, you're straight eating it, don't do it. I see people usually go to what's it called? They go to the grocery store, eat their grapes and stuff, and I'm like, you don't know how those things have been handled. You don't know how they've been washed, and it's just, to me, that's one of my pet peeves. I wouldn't do that. So, as you see me right now, and you see my my guacamole, my lettuce, my tomato, don't be alarmed, that's not going in there. And turn on the juicer. It's loud. I usually don't even use this type of bottle. I'll show you what I actually use. I actually use a glass bottle, very clean. Don't have to worry about stuff permeating once you clean it. And this actually is 2 servings, but this actually fits in 1 bottle. Depending on what type of juicer you have, if you have the slower juicer, it's definitely going to pull more. And you see in the back here, this is the pulp. This is removing the fiber. Shake it up real good. We're going to get a glass to pour it in. As you may know, I'm a guy who grew up in the country, and I like mason jars. Now, it's time to taste it. I'm probably gonna drink some more after this, after we get off of here. Not bad, it's not too sweet, it's right on point. Really good. Now, you might want to increase the yield depending on your flavor, but be cautious with that with the sugar intake, because if you're trying to reduce the sugar, you don't want to put too much fruit in there. I know some people want their stuff very sweet, but I caution you with that. If you're going to have something that's very sweet, I recommend having that in the morning, because you'll be able to burn it out throughout the day. You don't want to have something like that sitting in your stomach at night. So I only put 2 tangerines in there, and you know, that was basically it. You could, you know, the actual recipe called for orange, but I went for its cousin, which was the tangerines. This is very good. You can live off of this right here. One thing I will tell you guys is that we got many more recipes to go through. I want to do a series with you with juicing. If you don't know where to get these juicers, I will put a link in on a follow-up day, so you can go ahead and look at some of these juicers that I have. I have a fast juicer, which you see right here, and I have a slow juicer as well too. I don't want you to think that, hey man, I don't think I can do this, because we all are here. If, you know, what would you like? That's my main question for you. What would you like to see in regards to the next recipe with juicing? What do you have a taste for? Something sweet? Something more vegetable based? Tell me. Leave your comments below. Like, comment, and share. Again, my name is Luke Brooks. I thank you. I thank you all for tuning in for this short, brief 101 on common juice with carrots, okay? Talk to you later, guys. Stay tuned.